I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Hello boxing fans, I have a news for you, a very great one. So David Haye has been running his mouth that in his prime he would have beaten Oleksandr Usyk. He went on to say they have fought similar opponents before, that is Tony Bellew and Derek Chisora, and that he has knocked Derek Chisora in 5 rounds, but Chisora gave a tough time to Oleksandr Usyk. And because of that, a prime of him would have dispatched Oleksandr Usyk. First of all, I do not believe the prime David Haye would have beaten the prime Oleksandr Usyk. This is because, one, even though both of them were cruiserweights, just like Oleksandr Usyk was cruiserweight and then moved to heavyweight division, David Haye was also a cruiserweight and moved to heavyweight division, but he was a unified champion at cruiserweight. But Oleksandr Usyk was undisputed champion at cruiserweight. There is difference to it, and that alone put them apart. That Oleksandr Usyk is a better boxer and a fighter than David Haye. Now, let's look at it. The very opponents that he fought, right? He fought Tony Bellew and lost 2 times to Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew actually retired David Haye. He fought him twice and he beat him twice. And I think in the second fight, he blamed it on his toe, that his toe got hurt during training, and that was why Tony Bellew knocked him out. However, Oleksandr Usyk dispatched Tony Bellew very fantastically. He actually knocked him down. He beat him, he took his soul, and he beat him mercilessly. And up to date, Tony Bellew always respects Oleksandr Usyk. So even when Oleksandr Usyk was going into the fight with Anthony Joshua, knowing Tony Bellew to be an unflinching fan of Anthony Joshua, he was very reserved. He made it clear that Oleksandr Usyk's fight with Anthony Joshua is something that was going to be difficult. Even though he didn't say Anthony Joshua was going to lose, he did express doubts that this was going to be very tough for Anthony Joshua. So he knew the kind of guy he fought. And so David Haye now coming out to say that his prime, I think this is just a wishful thinking. He's long gone past his prime. He should enjoy his retirement and allow the guys that are having their time now to have their time. There's no way they belong to different eras. There's no way if they were in the same era, he was going to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Fine, we can say that he's quick, but he's not quicker than Oleksandr Usyk. And you know, in boxing, if you cannot hit something, then you are not going to beat it, because Oleksandr Usyk is not going to stand there for you to beat him. He has a very great footwork. And if you are coming against somebody with such a great technical expertise or technical acumen, then you are going to fall short. Even though the haymaker that we all know has the punching power and all that, if you don't get the person to punch him, how do you knock him or how do you beat him? So Oleksandr Usyk is 1 in a million, and he has come into the heavyweight division and is going to cause a lot of surprises in the heavyweight division. These are my takes on it. What do you think about it? Is it David Haye just running his mouth, or is something that you are convinced that he would have beaten Oleksandr Usyk if both met at their primes? Thank you.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.